It's your girl Precious Stevens, aka the Draping Queen, and today it's all about sequin fabric. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to hang a valance using the right sequin texture to elevate your backdrops. I'll be covering everything, so don't you worry. I'm actually going to be going over selecting the perfect fabric, dealing with transparency issues, and a step-by-step demonstration on the technique. So let's get into it and roll the intro. Alright guys, so this is actually the design from last week's video. If you're looking to learn how to do this step by step, go check that video out. For this week, we're actually going to build on the same exact backdrop to add more value so you can increase the price and make more money. So we're going to be adding the valance, and we're going to start by lowering our unit. So if you're building on a design that you already have, you don't necessarily have to take your swags apart. All you have to do is lower your uprights so that you can begin to build on with more panels and a valance if that's what you're creating. So for this design, the panels are pretty much going to stay all in the same exact spot that they're in. Only thing I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my pink panels off of the upright and make them come on the crossbar, because now I'm going to need that area for my valance and my pole covers. So I want to expose my crossbar hangers and begin to create my valance. All right guys, so now that we are ready to attach our valance, we are going to use a piece of stretch fabric, which is a panel, first to create a backing. Because today's design, we're actually going to use sequin that's mesh sequin. Mesh sequin tend to be see-through, and if you want your valance to not be transparent, I would highly suggest you put some kind of backing or opaque fabric behind it. So I'm just going to start by finding the middle of my stretch panel, and I'm just going to attach it to my fabric. Now there's no right or wrong way to do this. You just attach it, close it there, take one on one side, and you want to take another safety pin, take it on the edge of your panel, and you kind of want it to just rest right in the front of your crossbar hanger. You're going to take the other piece of your panel, and now you're going to begin to create your valance. Now the beauty of this kind of fabric is that it's very easy to maintain. There's not a lot of skill set involved. Only thing you're going to do is make sure that it's tight all across the top. You don't want a lot of sagging in your panel. You want it to be tight, and you want to go directly in front of your crossbar. So go directly in front and just bring your fabric straight up. Once you get to the top, you want to secure it with a pipe cleaner. Give it a good twist, not too tight, because you may have to make an adjustment. And you just want to secure it right in the slot of your crossbar hanger, just like that. Now you're going to do the same thing on the other side. Take your safety pin out and just go directly down in front of your upright and go directly up. Again, you're not looking for it to be perfect right now. You can always make your adjustments. You just need to secure your fabric to your crossbar hanger and secure it around your crossbar hanger. This is going to be the panel that's going to hang just below. I call it the peekaboo valance, right? Because you're going to have a little bit of this pink peeping through your sequin, and it acts as a backing, but it also is a good, like an added element to kind of make it different, make it stand out from what everyone else is doing. You want to pop out your other safety pin and just make sure your valance is even on both sides. So I'm going to stand back to take a look at what I've done. Again, now that this is my base layer, I do want this to hang a little lower than the sequin, so I'm going to pull on it just to kind of make it even, to give it that depth of a nice deep valance. Now this is the only time you will kind of let your fabric kind of hang right here. The reason being, you need this valance to kind of lay a little deeper, so this won't necessarily cover up your entire crossbar, and it's not even necessary because that's what the sequin is for. So once you have this kind of at the level you want it to be at, now you will go to your sequin fabric to begin the actual valance itself. Now we're using, this is 20 feet of blush sequin, and I love using one very long piece because I can use it for a valance, and then if I want to use it for panels later, this can really act as two different panels. So first thing I'm gonna do is find my middle, and with it being that long, the easiest way to find your middle is to grab one end and find the other end. Okay, so with this being the middle, you're gonna do the same exact thing you did with the fuchsia fabric. You're gonna take a safety pin, secure it right in the middle of your panels, bring this on the other side, your right side, and you want to secure it to your crossbar hanger. And then begin to create your valance on this one side. Do the same exact thing. Go directly in front of your upright. Just pull your fabric up. Now keep in mind, you do want this to be higher than the pink because you want the pink to show through. So this I'm going to actually attach to my upright and not the crossbar hanger. I'm gonna go to the other side, do the exact same thing. Hey guys, just a quick break from our video to share something that's going to kickstart your draping journey. If you're new to the world of premium draping or you're thinking about diving in, then guess what? My beginner's guide is perfect for you. The beginner's guide lays out everything you need to know when getting started. We're talking about fabric types, essential equipment, step-by-step assembly instructions, and guess what? Even a list of trusted vendors. You name it, we got it. So don't miss out and click the link in the description to download your free copy. All right, now let's get back to the video. So now that we have both of our layers on our valance, now we're going to step back, take a look at what we've done to see if any corrections are needed. We're going to then cover up our pole covers and then raise our design. So standing back, one thing that I've noticed is that I would like this to be a little deeper. When you're creating valances, the focal point in this instance is the sequin. So your drop of the valance should be close to 2 feet as possible. So if this fuchsia here is about 2.5 feet from the crossbar, I would want the sequin to hang about maybe another 4 to 6 inches lower than what it is right now. Now you want to take your excess fabric that's hanging over the pole cover and you want to cover up the entire pole cover. You want to definitely make sure you're covering up the tail from the fuchsia fabric and that your fabric is acting as a cape, just like that. Do the same thing on the other side. And now we're ready to raise our design. Now that you have your design up, now you're gonna kind of clean up any things that kind of popped out, any swags that may have gotten out of place, puddle the bottom, and you have yourself a design. So there you have it, guys. This is the easiest way to have a basic backdrop, but take it to your next tier, which would be your intermediate level or whatever your mid-level would be of your pricing. This is an easy way to take some simple embellishments and add more va-va-voom to your backdrop so that you can make more money. All right, guys, now you know how to hang valance with sequin fabric like a pro. If you're ready to give it a try, then be sure to head on over to our store for all your sequin fabric and accessories that you're gonna need. I'll be sure to link everything you need in the description. Help me get to 100 likes on this video. The 100th like will receive 1 free month inside of our newest membership called Raising the Bar. This is where you'll get the Draping Queen herself mentoring you every month on your draping journey to excellence. And guys, if you love these tips, then show your girl some love by smashing that like button and subscribing to the best premium draping channel on the internet. And if you need more guidance, my online tutorials are waiting for you in the description as well. And as always, guys, stay fabulous, stay inspired, and keep draping like a pro. I'll see you guys in the next one.
That was good.
Done.
That was good. Except for one. I'm just kidding.
You wanna know what? I'm going to get your little, I'm gonna get them with transparency issues and a step-by-step demonstration on the technique. So
what happened? What's wrong?
You didn't hear that? Transparency. And as always, guys, stay fabulous, stay inspired, keep draping like a pro. I'll see you guys in the next one. Oh. I gotta save my booms, so.